Hello everybody, welcome to Universal's Islands of Adventure. We're gonna go inside the park today, give you some park updates. Also, I'll give you one of my quick food reviews, and it appears I was wrong about something. I'll explain that too. But before we step inside of Universal's Islands of Adventure, I'll give you a couple little updates here in CityWalk. In one of my more recent update videos, I pointed out that this Coke Refreshment Hub serves breakfast. I had a couple of commenters mention that the breakfast burrito here, very good. That breakfast burrito, not the item I'm going to do my quick food review on today. We're going to save that towards the end of the video for a seasonal item they have here. And speaking of comments left by viewers, I had someone leave a comment regarding the Legacy store. How when they were in here, they noticed they were playing the old soundtrack to Back to the Future. That old attraction, Back to the Future. Yes, that is part of the charm of the Legacy store. They play those old Q soundtracks. My favorite, they play the Jaws one in here. That's my all-time favorite. The Groove construction walls have been decorated. A lot of people telling me that the Groove is gone for good. We'll keep an eye on it, see what it's replaced with. One more thing I would like to note before we get inside of Islands of Adventure, and that has to do with Prime parking. Specifically, the free Prime parking that I get with my Premier Pass. When I come here late, it used to be that they would say, oh, Prime parking is sold out, but if you want to take your chance and go find a spot, you can. They would let me do that. They've changed their procedure. They no longer let us go look for a spot in Prime parking if they say it's sold out. Which is funny because it really is never sold out. People come and go. I've never in the past had an issue when they say it's sold out, going in there and finding a parking spot in Prime. But now they won't even let you take the chance. So just be aware of that. Okay, now that we're done with CityWalk information, we can step inside of Islands of Adventure for some updates. Also, while we're in here, I'll do a little research, a little more research, see if I really was wrong about something. So that information might come a little later in the video as more research is required. Hello, water taxi. Goodbye, water taxi. All right, let's start things off here in Marvel Superhero Island. It's not an update, I just like this shot. Someone call the crime line. We have some villains about Hobgoblin and Dr. Doom. And speaking of the crime line, the phones here, they have been doing some touch-up painting on these. You guys know you can pick this up in here at Crime Line Message, don't you? I have not forgotten about this little boutique. Still closed at the moment, though I am keeping an eye on it. I'll let you know when it reopens. Let's check out some of the prizes they're offering here at the Midway. These are pretty neat. They're huge. They're called Gofa. I've never heard of it, but they're big, big plushes. And then over here we have some Sonic prizes for you to win. Some classic Universal monsters as prizes. Frankenstein's monster, Wolfman, Dracula. And here at Top Glow, Wizard of Oz plushes. We got some Tin Man action. We've got the Lion. Over there's the Scarecrow. Some little people. Munchkins, that's what they are, Munchkins. I've been told by the team members here that the Wizard of Oz plushes have been very popular. No more Dorothy and no more Witch. If you're interested in playing some of the Midway games, single plays $8, $30 for 5 games, $60 for 10 game plays. And there is a special deal for pass holders as well. A bit of a break for pass holders. The scrim is still up above the Blondie sign there. I'm recording this video on December 6th. The high today will be 83 degrees Fahrenheit. All this week, the high is going to be in the mid-80s. Visiting this week, you might want to consider a water ride in the afternoons. Popeyes will definitely cool you off, but you know what else will? Rip Soft Falls. Yeah, you'll get wet enough to cool off with this ride. I've been walking around trying to figure out if I'm wrong about this thing I think I'm wrong about. so far it's been inconclusive. Stay tuned to the end of the video to find out if I'm right or wrong about something. 10:45 on a Monday morning, and Kong is a 35-minute wait. Earlier in the video, I showed you some toys you could win with the Midway Games. Also over here by Burger Digs, some more Midway Games for you to play. More Gopher toys. I think that's what they're called, Gopher. Big, huge, I guess this is a squirrel or a gerbil or something. I don't know what they are, but they're huge. The watering hole in Jurassic Park. This made my list of best bars. Go check out that video, I'll leave a link. The Velocicoaster is now offering a backstage tour called the Facilities Tour. And after we watch this go down the top hat, we're gonna do that tour. Okay, our man Zach is here to take us on a tour. Let's go show you what it's all about. And our tour has begun with Zach Attack here. He's going to show us around.
So welcome to Jurassic World. Our park attendance here on the island is slowly beginning to decline due to lack of interest in dinosaurs. We had the Indominus Rex project coming up that unfortunately got delayed, so we needed a new attraction to bring guests back.
Right.
We took this old raptor research facility used in Project Hybris back in 2005 when Jurassic World first opened, and we retrofitted a roller coaster over it to give you an up-close encounter with the Velociraptor.
And you think that's a good idea? I hear Owen doesn't think it's a good idea.
Owen doesn't like it, but we have so many safety measures, nothing should go wrong.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong? This will also be the first time ever that our 4 raptors are on display for the public. Normally they're all backstage, we're doing research for them, but now we bring them out here out in the open for everybody to see. All of our attractions here at Jurassic World utilize invisible fence technologies, such as the Gyrosphere Valley using invisible fences with the RFID chips to keep the dinosaurs away from the gyrosphere. However, the raptors are really smart. They're starting to learn that the blue lights don't really do anything, and they're also starting to learn the layout of the track, which gets them better at ambushing the train.
Yeah.
Our fastest Velociraptor is blue. She was recently clocked at 68 miles per hour. The Velocicoaster goes 70, so you have nothing to worry about. Through this tunnel here is where you hit 70. They frequently like to chase the trains in here, so sometimes you'll see them. This is right before you go up into that top hat, before you go over the Mosasaur Lagoon. We'll give it a second. It's about once a minute or so.
Yeah, when it turns, is it red or orange?
It'll turn red before it comes.
There it is, yeah. There goes the coaster and the raptors behind them. So in a sense, the top hat is a safety measure to keep us away, the raptors away from us.
Yeah, you go way too high in there. They can't reach up there. Right after you go to the top hat is where you enter the second half of the coaster over the Mosasaur Lagoon, though. This will be our raptor stables. We'll check them here after every running cycle. Well, you have 2 in here today. We have Delta on the right, and we have Echo on the left. Blue and Charlie are currently out in the paddock doing their runs, but they'll be out there joining you shortly.
Delta.
Yeah, this is Delta. She's our second oldest and the most aggressive of the 4 raptors. But the raptor keepers, they'll bring them in here. They'll check out their eyes. They'll check their dental and their respiratory, make sure everything's clear, make sure everything's ready to go. And if there's anything wrong with them, we'll just keep them in here. We don't want to risk anything happening to them.
Nice. And the other one is Echo?
Yeah, this will be Echo. She's our second youngest. On the right side of her face, she does have some scarring. About a year ago, she challenged Blue for dominance over the pack. She unfortunately lost, and now she has a dislocated jaw. It's kind of misaligned, and also some scarring to help remind her.
Don't challenge Blue.
And then Charlie will be the youngest, and Blue will be oldest. Alright, so we'll let him get all on, and then we'll come back all over.
Sure thing.
So this is our observation platform. We'll observe the raptors in their habitat. We've also implemented the coaster over here. They do try to chase after the coaster. You can see the claw marks on there.
Yeah.
They normally hang out on the far side. So from this window, you typically won't see them, because on the far side, we have the longer grass, and that's where they'll kind of hide before they jump out of the trains. And then we have this crate down here on the bottom, right? That's used to transport them between here, and if they ever bring them out to Raptor Encounter, I know they got Blue over there sometimes.
Sometimes.
They'll bring her across the road and get her up close and personal with some of our guests. And, do you know what was here before Velocicoaster? The Triceratops thing.
Triceratops, there we go.
So on all the attractions here at Universal, whenever they tear out an attraction and bring a new attraction in, they leave Easter eggs for them.
They do.
So we'll sneak up this little hall. You can see it from the ride, but it's really hard if you don't know.
Because they're kind of going fast too?
Down here under the tracks, on the bottom of the dive loop, you got the enriched dino chow. That's a bag left over from the Triceratops encounter.
Oh.
Kind of from this angle, it's a little easier to see, right under the support there. You can,
oh, there it is. Yeah, I see it.
if you know what you're looking for on the ride, you can see it, but it's like, it's hard to see.
Yeah, it is.
The other neat little thing, when you hit the Immelman, you launch out, you go up over that first loop. If you kind of look up to the right, there is a pteranodon nest up there from when we had some pteranodons recently escape. They've all been rounded back up, however.
Cool. Now, have you ridden this a lot yourself?
I've been on it 119 times.
119.
I try to hit 120 on it.
Now, have you been every row?
I have.
What is your favorite row?
My favorite row is row 11, because you get the same G-forces as row 12, but you get the view because you have the seat right in front of your face. When you go over the top hat, if you're in one of those two rows, you get 3.6 seconds of consecutive airtime before you touch your seat again. Throughout the whole ride, you get 12 seconds total, but those two rows give you the longest uninterrupted airtime.
Okay, good to know.
If it's nighttime though, I will do the front because the lights will pulse up here on the launches and it looks awesome.
All right. Yeah, I hear, and then my experience as well, like the back will whip you around a little more than the front, but I do like that view from the front row going over the top.
Usually that's to the front.
Yeah.
The dive loop too, before you takes your picture right over here where it's going, the front will whip you to the right really nice and hard too. That's a nice moment up front.
Well, that was a pretty cool tour of the Velocicoaster facility. It took about 10 minutes or so, 10 or 12 minutes. Zach pointed out some information about the ride, some Easter eggs. The old Triceratops attraction was here. This was built on top of that, so some Triceratops Easter eggs, the little bag of feed down there by the roller coaster. That was something I didn't know about. There are 6 animations. That one scene where the coaster goes by and then the dinosaurs follow. 6 different animations with that. And I would note, occasionally, if you pay attention to the whole tour, occasionally they'll let you go on the ride right after the tour. A lot of the rides here at Universal, they do offer these backstage tours. The Hulk has one, Jimmy Fallon, The Mummy, MIB. Even, a lot of people don't know about this one, has a backstage tour. Okay, let's continue around the park. Being that it is a very warm December day, I bet you frozen butterbeer is outselling hot butterbeer 4-1. That's my guess. Collecting more clues and evidence. Hagrid's is not a virtual line today, but the wait time is 75 minutes. What to do with that information? Over here in the Lost Continent, we're looking at the old Sinbad Stunt Show Theater. I wonder if they would ever consider bringing that show back. I mean, the building's still here and everything. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? You win this round, my friend. You win this round. I think it was last week. Something came across Twitter or IG or someplace like that. Someone climbed the walls here and went on top of Mythos. Don't do that, people. Do not do it. It's not worth a lifetime ban for that precious IG shot. Don't do it. Check out the duck, just sitting on a rock, looking at the waterfall, living his best life. Okay, we've made it to the Circus McGurkus Cafe. Time for Rick's quick food review. What will I get? Happy holidays, everyone. I am getting the roast beast. It is a French onion soup dipped roast beef, meatloaf, secret sauce, cheddar cheese sauce, and a mini meatloaf sandwich on top of a pretzel bun. I guess I'll start with this little mini sandwich. And now on to the big sandwich. And boy, this is a big sandwich. Wait a second, before I take a bite, I really should show you what a cross-section of the sandwich looks like. In addition to sharing my thoughts on the roast beast sandwich, which I'll do in a moment, I thought I would share with you my view. The view that I have for lunch today inside of the Circus McGurkus. Pretty cute, especially when the trolley goes by. Okay, all done with my sandwich. let's leave this joint. Let me go find a quiet spot. I hope to find a quiet spot to share my thoughts on this with you. Okay, I don't know if this is quieter, but I've already moved, so let's do the review here. As you saw, I cut my sandwich in half, so I tried the first half of the sandwich as the chef intended, with the meatloaf and the roast beef. The second half I tried with just the roast beef, because that's a lot of meat. Even I, as a meat eater, found it to be a lot of meat. I like it better with just the roast beef. And as a matter of fact, I did not even finish the whole sandwich. And to be honest, I probably would not order it again. That's not to say it's a bad sandwich. It is kind of good, but for me, it's a lot of meat. That is a lot of meat, so definitely if you're like my wife, Nikki, who doesn't eat too much meat at all, that would not be the sandwich for you. But if you're a meat lover, maybe you would like it, and maybe you would like it more than me. Personally, I'm not going to order it again. But hey, at least I tried it. And I don't think I'm done trying Sue's food. I think I will try some more stuff, but next time, it will be something sweet. For example, we could try the Grinch hot chocolate bomb, or the Grinch sugar cookies, or the Grinch ice cream sandwich. I think let's go basic. Let's just get the green sugar cookies. 2 Grinchy green cookies, $3.29. Let's have a bite or two. Oh my, this is good. I didn't know it was gonna be so soft. It's so soft, and the powdered sugar on top, this is a win. I'm now eating the second cookie. I thought I was gonna bring this home to Nikki, but no, I'm eating it now. And I should mention, there's a little tiny Grinchy heart on it. That's delicious too. I'm back to place a second order to take home. Also, I asked the team member about the ice cream sandwich. It is the same cookie on the ice cream sandwich, so we will try that another day. I'm not always right, but I am never wrong, or am I? The question I've been trying to figure out today is, I've said in the past, like, the first 2 weeks of December, pretty slow. I was a little worried I might have been wrong about that. Like, just after Thanksgiving, it was a really, really slow and quiet week here, but the crowds have picked up. But I don't think I'm wrong. I don't think they've picked up enough to say it's crowded just yet, but the crowds are building. All right, everybody, you've made it to the end of the video. That's all the updates I have for you today. I wonder if these are gonna last until Nikki gets home. We'll find out later, but until then, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Thanks for watching Rix Flix. And now, it's time to relax or eat some cookies.